To our vendors, we'll firstly thank you for entrusting Ray White Glen Waverley with the sale of your property, and to all bidders here today, best of luck, your judgment is commended. Today's auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and conditions made available prior to today's proceedings, as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request and have the right to bid on behalf of our vendor, aptly announced as vendor bids. These rules prohibit false bids, prohibit major disruptions from bidders, attempting to prevent others from bidding, and provide fines for such conduct. And then finally, once the paperwork hits my hand, we will be taking no late bids. In essence, your auction rules. Simple particulars that we operate under here today. It is a 10% deposit payable under the fall of the hammer, 60 through to 90 days. That presents as your settlement date. So again, the auction rules, the particulars, all are clear, they are concise, and just put in place to encourage all bidding. Well, Mark, Stephen, before we get underway, always like to make a few brief comments on the property up for auction. And as we certainly stand here today, this is a property and location set to serve absolutely all of those emotional preferences, evident though as soon as you arrive. Firstly, we are tucked away for privacy, but on offer and all-encompassing internally, the 3 bedrooms, the 2 bathrooms, nice separate kitchen and also dining space on offer, multiple living areas right throughout, and you could certainly utilise one of those living areas as that 4th bedroom. The exciting prospect, it also harnesses that chance to inject your own personal style and touch right throughout through a nice light renovation, and you add into the mix. You are underpinned by approximately 662 square metres of land, here to underpin the value of the property today and of course for many years to come. Development potential subject to council approval. Then finally, our location. Well, this location certainly requires no further endorsement. It is that perfect blend of lifestyle and convenience. Your only moments, whether it's quality schools, parklands, shops, cafes, all those lifestyle enhancing ingredients are truly just moments from your front door. As stated earlier, 10% the deposit, 60 through to 90 days as your settlement date. On behalf of Mark, Stephen, the entire team, Ray White Glen Waverley, we submit it to you now. Hope you can get off and get us underway. Where do we go? Very clear in these small confined spaces. That silence can get a tad awkward. There has been a huge amount of talk about the likely selling range of the property. We harness interest here at the auction.
Will you take 750?
I take 750 as a start. Probably suggest to start somewhere closer to the vicinity of that $800,000 mark. And I tell you what, at that level should be an absolute hype of activity. So a suggested start, 8 and welcome in. Now at that level, light and low, so a significant nudge at north will welcome a $20,000 increment to rise. I tell you what, presents as exceptional buying into the market. 800,000 is the bid. We nudge it north, 820. The next sequential bid, move and answer at 800 the offer. At 800,000, we call it through at this level. No hesitation nor delay required. At 800,000, only, that word is only at 8 the call. At 800,000, we call it through 3 times for the odds of 820. Once now, at 800,000. Tell you what, boys, the more you start to think about it, and no matter which way you look at it at this level, it certainly stacks up. You will simply not find another one like it. 8 holds in our starting bidder's favour. 820, the next sequential bid, move and answer. At 800, the bid. Buys, 1 call through to remain. No hesitation required. At 8 the call. At 800,000, twice now. When I'm finished and silent, bid sits in our starting bidder's favour. At 800,000, buys, no delay. 2 calls through, 1 remain from here. 800,000 is the offer, 20 can we say? In the absence of that further bid, we can certainly go there by way of a vendor bid, but much prefer your bid over ours. That third and final call it now presents at 800,000. Third, final chance, when I finish and silence, at 800,000 only. Or 820 vendor bid, we move through without hesitation nor delay. Now the reason being, we harness interest outside the auction rules, talking well in excess of this level, and we certainly need to be north. What we mean by outside the auction rules, a number of parties, they do require a finance clause. It has restricted those buyers from bidding here today. Those buyers, as stated, talking in excess of this level. So 820 is now bid. We nudge it north, nothing changes. We seek the $20,000 bid only to reclaim the lead. So 840 it needs to be. Go there, do it with absolute confidence. 820 is offered at 820,000. 840 did not delay and welcome back in front at 840. At 840,000. At 840,000, so bid holds back to my left-hand side at 840,000. Our starting bidder and lamplighter reclaims the lead at 840,000. and the options available to you, whether it's inject your own personal style and touch right throughout the location, the perfect blend. It is lifestyle, it is convenience on offer. 840 is the bid, it still holds to left at 840,000, at 840,000 for the want of 60, and 3 chances now for further consideration at 840. Once now, when I finish and silence at 840 the offer, twice now at 840,000. Guys, get 2 calls through, 1 remain. I can see conversations continue. They intensify around the room. We give it its time, but 2 calls through, 1 simply remain. Buyers need to be north for the want of 60 and 60 only. 840 is the offer at 840,000. Third, final chance. When I finish and silent at 840 the offer. Well, 60 on the vendor bid, we move through now at 860,000. So what I say from if you take it to 880, rather than bidding back and forth against you, we'll let you hit the pause button for further instructions. So need to be north and as stated interest outside the auction rules, talking in excess of this level. So 860 is now bid. Can we say 80, pair the 8s, go there, do it with absolute confidence at 860 the offer, at 860,000. Quick bid's a good bid. We wait with anticipation. 860 holds at 860,000. Once now at 860. As the team meander around the crowd, 860,000. Can we say 80? Need to know, 1 last lunch for the keys. It does present or name the stride. 860 is the offer. But as stated, buyers, we remain out of the bidding in excess of this level. The options it will present. If you bid that extra step further, one of 2 things will occur. 1, closer to announcing the property on the market, or alternatively, securing that first and exclusive right to negotiate. Both strategic bids and position to hold. 860 is the offer. Again, we nudge it north. We keep the 20s astride. 80, can we say? At 860 the bid at 860,000. Twice now, when I'm finished and silent, is it permission to pass the property in? Need to know, we're out from here at 860 the call. Conversations are continuing there just to my left, so we certainly give it its time at 860,000. Presents as exceptional buying.
Can you take a 5,000?
I'll take a 10. Can I make you halfway for the 10? Go the 10. Take it straight to 70. For the offering and location, you'll not find another one like it. We'll certainly welcome the 10. As stated, that will halve the stride. So 870, we'll welcome the 10. And again, if there's no further bid, you could secure that first and exclusive right to negotiate. A strategic bid and position to hold. So again, buyers, we hold out there momentarily. We were seeking 80, we'll meet you halfway, and 70 it is. And welcome in at 870,000. At 870,000 supplies, as stated, should we see no better bid, we pause for further instructions at 870 the offer. At 870,000, we call it through 3 times. Our starting bidder and lamplighter holds the lead at 870,000. Once now at 870. And guys, slowing it down, the more you start to think about it, no matter which way you look at it, it does make sense. The location, it is lifestyle, convenience on offer. 870 still holds. That lower bid and increment should only welcome all parties to proceeding. 870 is the call. Twice now, when I finish and out at 870,000. Third, final chance at 870 the offer. With that silence, what we are going to elect to do is pause the auction in your favour as we seek instruction. So you hold the bid at 870,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to pause the auction for a few moments in time, seek instructions from our clients. I want to be very clear. All conversations that happen behind the scenes will bring out full disclosure, give you that opportunity to bid further. We are going to pause the auction at 870 with you shortly. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks a lot for your patience. Sorry to take a little bit longer than expected. As you can certainly understand, it is a difficult decision for all parties involved. Now, for the interest of transparency, our highest bidder is just around the corner there in the kitchen. We want to make it very, very clear. At $870,000, we have clear instructions. Should there be no better offer, we are on the market. We sell away, no better bid at $870,000. At $870,000, buyers for these last three calls, we'll break it down to a $5,000 bid and bid only. So $870 holds for the want of 8 3/4. At $870,000, buyers, one last chance and one last lunch for the keys presents at $870 the call. Once now at $870,000. As the conversations continue, they intensify around the crowd. We give it its time. Should you require the courtesy of time, we'll always extend it back to you as well. $870, it still is bid at $870,000. Twice now, we don't finish and silent. $870 sits with our highest bidder. We sell away. We welcome new owners. No better bid from here at $870. Third, final chance at $870 the call. I spoke for the clients. I'm just going to reset the clock one last time, as we do with all our live auctions. Ladies and gentlemen, for these last three calls, I'll now break it down to a $1,000 bid and $1,000 bid only. Where can you buy a slice in Mulgrave? This location, this offering, an extra $1,000. But given we've reset the clock, we will not do it twice consecutively. This time around, the third and final call, we sell away. We welcome new owners. $870 holds for the want now of $71. Once now, we don't finish and silent. We are selling away at $870,000. Twice now, we welcome new owners to left-hand side at $870. Well, buyers, less than 30 seconds from now, we sell away. One last lunch for the keys. It now presents at $870 at $870,000 for the third and final chance. We're not finished and silent. Bid holds the left-hand side at $870,000. We are selling at $870 the call. Sold. Congratulations at $870,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to our highest bidder and successful purchaser here today. You can see the entire team from Ray White, Glen, Waverley here and also in the crowd. Your selling agent, Mark and Stephen. If you'd love that same sold result, please reach out to Marc Lum and the entire team at Ray White, Glen, Waverley. They'll be happy to field that inquiry. But on behalf of the team, thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and we look forward to seeing you at our next auctions.